Bonjour everyone, welcome back to Frenchified with that French dude. Unlocking fluency with Coach Sam. Have you ever wondered why words like abeille, moi, oui, and lui seems like they are gliding from one sound to another? That is because French has special sound, and these special sounds are called semi-vowel and semi-consonant. Today, we are going to unlock the secret and we're going to learn the semi-vowels and semi-consonants. Allons-y! The three semi-vowels and semi-consonants are yod, we, and we. Now, let's take them one after the other. Now, for the yod, for English speakers, we can see this word in the Y in yes. So the Y in yes is the same pronunciation. Now, what writing form do we see them? Anywhere you see Y plus vowel in one syllabic word. For instance, you can see it in ciel, ciel, or you can see it in you, you. Then you can see it in vowel plus IL. For instance, we have travail, travail. All right, taking the next word, you can see it also with vowel plus I and double L. For instance, we have word like travailler, travailler. Or you can see it in word like briller, briller. And then you can see it in double consonant plus a vowel. For instance, you can see it in word like crier, crier. And then you can see it in words like a vowel plus Y plus a vowel. And for instance, we have words like payer, payer. Or you can see it also in voyager. You can see it again in voyager. There are exceptions to this, and an example of this exception, you can see it in words like meal, ville. So now let's go to the next word. Now for the next word, which is we. So you can see the IPA written there, but we call it we. Now, what word can you find it? You can find it in word like OU plus a vowel. For instance, you see it in the word like we. We are used to this one, we, which means yes, you see it there. And then you can see it also in douane, douane. And also you can see it in word like mouette, mouette. You can see it in word like oiseau, oiseau. Or you can see it in loin, loin. And then lastly, you can find it in word like louer, louer. So you can see anywhere you see the OU plus the I, or you can see OU plus a vowel. So it gives us the we. All right. And finally, we have the we. Now, this one, you can't find this word in English. But then, anywhere you see U plus a vowel, you pronounce it as we. Now, you can find this in word like wheat, wheat, wheat. Remember, I say U plus I gives us this sound. And anywhere you see it, you pronounce it as wheat. And also, you can see it in lui, lui. Another example, we have habitué, habitué, habitué. And lastly, you can find it in word like cuisine, cuisine. All right, so this is the important point. Now, as you can see on our board, you can see the IPA, the written form, and the word you can find them in French. So anywhere you see A plus the yod, remember you can always see them in EIL or EILLE, and you see it in word like oteil and abeille. All right, in and yod, you see it in EUIL, or you can see it in EUILLE, or you can see it in OEIL. And an example, as you can see on our board, you can see it in écureuil, or you can see it in soy, or you see it in oil. Then the yod and the an. So you see it in IEN, and this is where we use in greeting. You see it in bien, bien, and you see it in Bien. All right, the wa, like WA, anywhere you see, that's OI. As usual, you pronounce it as wa. For instance, you can see it in moi, toi, and poi. And anywhere you see WI, you pronounce it as we. Don't forget, anywhere you see OUI, you pronounce it as we. And just as you can see in our example, we. And then the we and an. So anywhere you see OIN, you pronounce it as moi. So you can see it in coin and moi. Then anywhere you see u, anywhere you see u and yod, you pronounce it as yod. Now, for instance, you can find it in word like OUILLE, and you see it in ratatouille, ratatouille, or you can see it in rui. And now, lastly, just like as you can see on our board, anywhere you see the Y, like not really a Y, like anyway, you see Y and I. For instance, you see it in words like you and I. This is where you see it in lui, and you see it in will. All right, guys, this is where we're going to be ending this episode. If you know this video has helped you in one way or the other, like, share, and subscribe of more educational content like this. And I'm going to be dropping more and more. All right, au revoir.